Hi, stars. There's a lot going on. I just wanted to hop on and make sure that you knew what was going on here today, right? First of all, how well did Beyoncé do on Grammys Day? Well, not a good enough for the BBC because they had a photograph of Viola Davis with the caption, Beyonce's Big Night. And how anyone could make that mistake in the first place is mind-blowing, right? It's supposed to be a professional journalism organization that's been around for decades, if not centuries. So how do you confuse the two? Icon of music who's done movies versus winner of Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, Viola Davis, who's also been the lead in several feature films, and Shondaland's How to Get Away with Murder, right? Today I'm wearing the very beautiful lip color from our friend Pat McGrath at her moment when she collabed with not only Shondaland, but also Netflix on the Bridgerton makeup collection. I've shown you some of the highlighters. I do have a blush highlighter palette, but this is a shade Entranced. Let me show you how cute, right? The packaging of this is cute, but the actual lipstick itself, oh my goodness. If you like pink, if you're a girly girl, if you like a makeup component so well engineered that when the bullet is facing your lips and you put it on, then the bow is going to face your dining companion and you are going to look so cute and so ladylike. Entranced, Netflix. It's this very rich berry color and I'm wearing it with the NYX Line Loud lip pencil in the shade Rebel Kind. So good. Goes on with the lightest of strokes. You don't have to work your lips over. Oh no. You're going to get color instantly and then you'll be on your way to your romantic dinner for Valentine's Day or kicking off your new project or whatever it is. So that was the Grammy night drama for the great Viola Davis and the internet's fave, Beyoncé, right? But then you go from there, right? And you think about the way in which media organizations can either overlook or misportray people of color, especially women of color. And it just seems so crazy because these aren't obscure artists. These are people who are not only at the top of their game, they, some would say, had to be even better than a lot of other artists to get there, right? Super Bowl, Grammys, and still she can be misidentified in a photograph. It seems hard to believe. But moving on from there, Miss Lauren London, who is, still grieving the loss of her partner, who was, unjustly unalived in front of his marathon store in South LA. Miss Lauren London has been headlining a Netflix movie with Mr. Jonah Hill that has been very successful numbers-wise, but everyone's shocked by the idea that she and her movie romantic partner did not actually kiss on camera, that she was uncomfortable, according to the press, with kissing Jonah Hill, and he was sporting, that kind of mustache beard combo that can be a little, shall we say, off-putting, right? So much hair. That CGI was the way that they made the sort of kiss moment in the movie happen, and that's certainly such a shock to hear. If you've ever worked on set as an actor, there are ways that you can either kiss or you can just turn your back to camera and give the kiss performance, just rub noses. That'll give your head the kiss movement that it might need to sell the moment. But I think a lot of us have seen actual actors locking lips, and, who even knew that it was possible to refuse to kiss your co-star in a rom-com? But, the more you know, right? There is a way that, you know, your reps and your personal comfort as a performer can, on some occasions, be heard, and that's great. Does it undercut the film? Is there real chemistry? If you know and you've watched the film, you people, please let me know in the comments. You know, backtracking to about a week ago, comedian Eddie Griffin, that a lot of people forgot about him. He was in Malcolm and Eddie and the Undercover Brother. He's kind of one of those kinds of comedians. He was in Omaha, Nebraska, saying disparaging comments about Black women being on public assistance and kicking Black men out of the home, and that being the kind of nucleus of the downfall of the Black community. He was talking real greasy about Will and Jada Smith, as well as their children, as well as Jada Pinkett Smith's mom. What? Right? Anything to stay relevant. Here is a thrice divorced Black man now married to an Asian woman, and he had so much smoke for Black women. I mean, I guess that's what you have to stoop to get attention these days. Did it work? We're waiting for the video and the audio, but some people were so offended they walked out of the show, according to published reports. There is also, you know, just some trends going on in makeup and fashion. Our friend John Legend has released his new skincare line, and I understand you can buy it at CVS, among other retailers. There are a couple of makeup products that are leaving the marketplace. Of course, you know, Morphe Cosmetics is under bankruptcy, and Ariana Grande is trying to buy back the licensing rights and some of the, you know, physical structures that were used to display the product in stores in order to have her brand live on out from underneath the umbrella of Morphe. At the same time, you know, there's Item Beauty from our friend, what is the name of that TikToker? I can't think of her name right now. Not Madison. Gosh, this is the risk of going live. Can't think of her name. What is her name? She did that movie on Netflix. It'll come to me as soon as I'm done with this live. But her Item Beauty line is out of Sephora. Hiram's Beauty line is out of Sephora. There is a third beauty line that is now out of Sephora, although Hiram is now going to have his brand live at a different retailer. When I find out what that is, I'll come back and tell you. Scarlett Johansson may be releasing a new skincare, if not makeup line. And, you know, are you feeling overwhelmed by the number of celebrity-driven makeup lines, or are you eager? You know, certainly a lot of celebrities have beautiful skin, and I think John Legend is one of them, but I am interested in knowing whether, you know, the celebrity was actually involved in the formulation or if they're just being an ambassador for it. I mean, I think people have scratched their heads about the Morphe skincare line Bad Habit that was represented by Emma Chamberlain. Now she no longer is associated with that brand, and I see it for sale in like Ross Dress for Less. So is the number of followers translating into sales, right? We've heard Jaguar Wright criticize Saweetie for having millions of followers on social media and only a few thousand sales of the album. So how does that work? If the followers on TikTok for different influencers, if the number is so high, then why is it that not even 10% of the people who love and follow these folks are stepping up to buy the album, to buy the merch, to buy the skincare line, the makeup, etc.? It is curious. And, you know, on a certain level, the math is not mathing. But in any case, I should run. I should go do some gymming and business and all of that other stuff. But this is Tanya, just sitting with you for a moment. Sister says we're just getting into a little tea today, just a little wrap-up moment as we, you know, look forward to Valentine's Day and the things that are coming later this month. And, you know, it feels like spring is here, definitely in Hollywood. And I will see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Mwah.